I think this game is really what our conference is all about. I thought both teams played extremely hard. They're a very physical team, very disciplined in what they do. Just a hard-fought win, and I have a lot of respect for Steve and what he does with his program. And I think it says a lot about the league in terms of how hard these kids play. It was great to see how we just happened to be on the winning end tonight.
Well, after Sunday's game, you talked about hopefully this win will bring the team's confidence back up. It seems like that's happened with now 3 in a row.
Yeah, I felt that you keep talking about the schedule every time we talk, but I thought the schedule and then DJ getting hurt really hurt us. There's no doubt about it, and we tried to fight through it, and I thought our guys did a good job maintaining great attitude through that period. And we just want to try to get better each and every day that we play. And so now that we're back full strength, and knock on wood that we can stay healthy and keep trying to get better. And then the big thing is, these games are important, but you want to be playing your best basketball come March.
What do you think allowed your team to jump out to that early 4-point?
Just their attitude. I thought our guys were really ready to play, mentally ready to play. As you alluded to, I thought they played with a lot of confidence early on. I thought we did a good job in our changing of our defenses, playing some three-quarter court defense and some zone, and then playing some man. And then we did a good job within the schemes of what we do defensively. Did a good job guarding them. We were able to get out in transition and make some baskets. And it was obviously they fought back very valiantly, and we had to get it done in the end. But obviously the first half really is what got us where we are.
It seemed like every time you needed a basket there in the second half, Darryl came up with it. In terms of you count on him and led you to score, but it seemed like so many of his baskets were timed.
Yeah, once he gets into a rhythm, all he has to do is make one shot. It's unbelievable. I've never seen a kid like this. He makes one shot, he's like a completely different player. The thing that I think the challenge for me as a coach is to make sure he's getting those shots within the rhythm of our offense, because he's such a talented player that at times we can stand and watch him. We got to make sure that we're getting him open within what we do, so he's not holding the ball, and now we start to get out of our flow. Offense is played with a flow, and we got to continue to do a better job of that. He's got to continue to understand how he can get shots when we have to flow in offense.
Coach, it seemed like he had to really work for all of his points. They ran Tommy Brenton, kind of shadowing him the entire game, whether they were in zone or man. So what did you think about that matchup with Brenton?
Well, he's just a terrific all-around player. Obviously, Tommy Brenton didn't have one of his better games tonight, but he's a terrific all-around player. There's not a coach in the league that wouldn't want a player like him. He did a very good job on Darryl. I think it speaks volumes for Darryl, though, because I thought Darryl did a good job of kind of moving him around a little bit, running off screens, and then being able to make some shots over him in some key moments. It just says a lot about Darryl's talent. But Tommy Brennan is a heck of a player. Can
you talk about Dom's play? I mean, he's a player who was, was perfect from the field and had 3 huge offensive boards. And I guess there was one where I think you got it up and your team was back up by, I think, 3 points. Can you talk about his play tonight?
Yeah, we've been really hoping and talking to Dom about being a bigger part of the offense. It's funny because if you look at him, you see a kid that, is, 265 and he's very skilled. You think that, this guy's going to go for 20 and 10 a night, but he's a kid for his whole life. He's been kind of the Robin to Batman in high school and even here so far, and we're trying to get him to assert himself a little bit more offensively, learn how to be a bigger part of the offense. He needs to be at times a little more selfish because he's a very unselfish player. So if there are some things that I think will give us a chance to continue to improve, and that is definitely one of the things that I'd like to see for us and for him is to make him a bigger part of the offense. Tonight he did a great job.
Talk a little bit more about, obviously DJ's very important to the team. You touched upon, when he was out there, he had 23 and 11 last game. It seemed like he really kind of sparked your guys' 14-2 run to start this game.
Yeah, I don't know if there's a better point guard in the league. And he's a guy that can do a lot of things for you because he's a very good defensive player too. He's our catalyst. We really feed off him. As much as Darryl does the scoring, he's the guy that really gets us going because he pushes the ball and he's very unselfish. So, he's the guy that really gets us into our offense and makes it easier for the other guys. He puts a lot of pressure on defenses because he's so fast. Anytime we can get stops, we're pretty hard to guard. We're trying to rebound the ball at a higher rate. You know, at times in the second half, we didn't do a great job of that. They're going to pay for it. They know that. But I thought overall we did a good job.
Is there any thought when you guys go up 14?
You ready for that?
Not really.
When you guys go up 14-2, I know you like getting your bench involved. Is there any thought to just leave the starters out there for longer when you jump on someone like that?
Well, you know, just been in my experiences when you're coaching in games like this and you get up big, you know, it's hard to maintain that lead. And I thought for sure that they would make another run. The thing that you don't want to do is you don't want to coach differently, because then as the game goes on, now you got your starters out there a little bit longer than you wanted to, and now they make a run and now they're gassed. Now you have to sub at a bad time. So you kind of want to coach the game the way you normally coach. You know, DJ and Darryl, you know, they log a lot of minutes, and I'm very confident in our bench. I'm confident that Malik can come in and spell guys. I'm confident Mike Terry can do the same. Matt Griffin has great experience. So, you know, for us, I really feel like the guys off the bench can kind of keep that momentum going, as long as we can have, you know, at times DJ and Darryl, and then one of our bigs out there like Pat and Jeff Pelage too. He's got a lot of experience, so we're finding that way. The non-conference schedule kind of hurt us in a way that we couldn't develop them as much, but I really feel like our bench is as good as anybody's in the conference.